Square! Square, lads! Set fair to meet them. Let's give time, we'll buy time now to get up on the wall. Fusiliers. Oh, look at that. We've absolutely mowed them down here. Greetings and welcome to episode 145 of my Empire Total War Darth Mod USA campaign, and this, my friends, we have last time where we have finally taken Finland and Riga also. We really have wrenched those two cities away from the Russians. Now we've put them really on the back foot here, but they've instantly responded here with an attack by a massively overwhelming fire support army. I mean, this is the most I've seen for a while. Look at this huge amount here. How many have you got? 3, 6, 9. We've got about 12, maybe 13 artillery pieces here. That is extraordinary. Now, of course, that makes them very, very light on infantry here. Look, they've only got 4 regiments of infantry, plenty of cavalry. The Streltsy will be a little bit of a problem, but look at that. They've got no match here for the Hussars and also the Cuirassiers here. What a wonder. Sharpshooters even. We've got guns of our own here. Good selection here. But we're going to have to move quickly to really close the ground quickly on these, or use our cavalry advantage here and absolutely blitz this artillery. Once the artillery's gone, the rest of the army should collapse. We need to clear the Finland and indeed Riga quickly. We've got another army, Russian army, moving up the road here, up into Finland, our bow here. So we've got this. We've also got plenty of support here. 2 fine armies here. Look at that, sir. What a wonder. Now, we shouldn't use them, but we are going to be prepared in case we do need them. I think we'll have all our cavalry coming in at the same time. That's probably going to be our best bet. I think that's what we're going to do here. Indeed. Gentlemen. We shouldn't have to use this army here at all, especially with the Marines and also Fusiliers. But I think that's going to... Look at that. We've got Lancer Guards. That's a wonder. Look at that charge bonus. 27. That is huge. That'll put anyone to the sword. It really would. But I think we've got a good... Well, we will definitely take them because, I mean, we've got overwhelming might here. Got to get into those guns. Let's do this quickly, my friends, and efficiently, and take the fight to the Russians here. Now they've they're effectively trapped anyway. We've got this army group in Finland, they're trapped. I'd like to thank all of you for your wonderful advice and support here, my friends. We've had some really, really interesting sort of conversations between the council members, particularly Noah and Adam. We've had a sort of a real discussion between themselves about a possibility of us moving against Germany, preempting a strike from the Germans and actually launching an attack against the Germans ourselves. But we go into that a little bit more detail a bit later once we've actually can see what's going on. Look at this, it's absolutely bucketing down here. It really is. I mean, this is a horrid day, sir. And even the topography here of the ground is not good for us in terms of, look at this, we've got this village here sat square in front of our possible marching lines here. But also, it also does the same to the Russians, more so to the Russians, because it also extends into the Russian deployment zone here. This huge church here as well. A village just on this sort of this right flank here of ours. So I think we might shift our weight here more to the left. We've got plenty of ground here. We can shift to the left here and maybe pivot, wheel from our left onto the right, their left as it were. Got plenty of cuirassiers here. They've got plenty of also cavalry themselves. The gunfire from this will be absolutely brutal for us. It really will. So we're going to have to bring our own guns. Look at that. I mean, that is extraordinary, sir. Now, let's get ourselves organised here. I think we'll come from two flanks here with our cavalry. I think that would be best. So we'll hit them on the right flank, our right, their left. Here. Now, where's the demarcation line? Oh, it's all the way over here, so we've got plenty of room here to move. We mustn't get ourselves caught out by their cavalry, so we can't go toe to toe with too much of their cavalry, even though ours is better in terms of the quality. They do not outnumber us, but we've got to be careful we don't become over confident here. Mind you, the cuirassiers, look at that. Now we believe in the cuirassiers here. Now, I think we're going to have to really set ourselves fair here and move on the Russians quite aggressively. There's the Lancers, look at the Lancers, sir. Oh, look at that. Oh, they will lead the initial charge, because once they go in, you're going to see a lot of these units are going to absolutely buckle. A lot of these Russian regiments will buckle, and then we lose the cuirassiers to follow through that initial charge by the Lancers. So they will take the first charge, as it were. They will be in the vanguard here. And we've got these two cuirassier regiments here just ably set behind you. We'll hit them on the left if we can. It looks like is it rain easing off slightly? No, it isn't. This is really a dreadful day, sir. We've got sharpshooters available as well here, which I think we might use to sort of harass and harangue the enemy. Might put them as a sort of a independent detachment here. As you can see, they're hidden. They can move with great stealth. Now, let's set ourselves ready here. We've got no council member in here at all, but we will, of course, be more sharpshooters. So we might use the sharpshooters as our infantry moving out against them. 18 to 19. We might use these two regiments here to move against the Russians here to sort of harass them, keep them on their toes. If we also might send out some regiments. I think we'll send out 2 regiments as well, or even 3 regiments on the flanks here, on this flank here, because we don't want to get bogged down in the fighting here, in this sort of the village fighting here, because you get hand-to-hand fighting here, and it'll be an absolute brute, sir. Look at the artillery. We've got lots of artillery here, but we're still outnumbered. Even then, we're outnumbered by the sheer amount of artillery they've got. So what we will do is we'll put all our artillery here, quite close to because we know they're going to be able to fire upon us wherever we might be. So let's set ourselves fair here. Mind you, we do outnumber them in terms of the overall capacity of ours. The caliber of our guns are much higher. Well, ours are 24s. There are sort of 6 and 12 pounders. Ours are 24 pounders. So we really are looking at. Let's just put these gentlemen here. Gentlemen, that's more like it. Howitzers, I'm going to have these foot here, 24 pound foot. want the howitzers immediately with quicklime here. We've got percussion shell as well, but still, we've got to hit them hard here, sir. Now where did this... Oh, that's good. Look at that. All the way over here. So we're going to hit them really, really hard here. I know we're going to get this, a similar barrage back. We've got to keep the general back here. Look at the... We've also cut the road here. Here's the road leading into our bow itself. So we've got to be very, very careful here. We don't... John doesn't get caught on the hop here. We are going to have these units... These regiments set forth. We can't afford to lose these cannon, because remember, we're still deep behind enemy lines here, and we can replenish and repair quickly these regiments here, but the cannon are going to prove vital here, especially if we are on the road to Moscow and indeed elsewhere. Regiments, that's not good enough, sir. Not good enough. Oh, that's more like it, sir. That's more like it. Now, I know it's not our usual deployment. And actually, we're going to do this properly here. We're not going to rush this, because that's just not acceptable there. We really don't. Just move these gentlemen. They're too close together. We need spacing here, because of what the firepower we are coming up against here. So we've got to be... Let's do things by the book here. Let's do things properly. Rushing things will not get you anywhere. Now, we've got the Streltsy as well, so we're going to have to retarget very efficiently here. But we do have very strong pushes on either flank. Let's begin, my friends. Let's take the fight here to the Russians. Oh, good grief, look at that. Let's try and cut them off here if we can. There. Move, gentlemen, move. Let's try and set up some kind of defensive force here, where we sort of hem them in here. Oh, that's a wonder, sir. Oh, no, wait, gentlemen. Got them, sir. The Lancers have gone into action. Try and catch them on the side. We can flank them, sir. Yeah, straight into the cavalry here. Oh, that's a wonder to see. Look at that. Straight down the throat there, sir. We've caught them in a real pincer movement here. Let's pull the Lancers out and then get them to recharge. Let's close up fast. The village is going to be a bit of a hindrance here for us. We're going to have to be quick and efficient here. Charge again, lads. Get in there. Lancers. That's a smell. Oh, look at that. We got them. We've got them. Oh, look at that. Right on top of them, sir. That's a monstrous shot, sir. That, oh, my compliments to the chef. My compliments to the chef. That is a barrage of epic proportions. Look at this. It's an absolute bloodbath. They have broken That is a joy. That is a joy. Oh! Reach. No. Oh, that friendly fire has not done us any good, is it? That's not done us any good at all. Right, let's get them back here. Let's put an end to this. Oh, Field Marshal, if you want, let's get him, sir. Oh dear. Oh dear. We did that. Now that's our own fault. That's our own fault. We've effectively broken our own troops here. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was a barrage of my own making there, and I've got to hold my hands up and say that was my fault. Let's get him, lads. Winning slightly? How is that possible? Oh, look at that, they've broken with ease. Oh. We shattered. Again, let's finish this off. We lost too many men there, and that's my own fault. That was a debacle, sir. They've gone. They've had enough. Let's put an end to this once and for all. They've come back. At least we've lost one regiment, which is not too bad considering the absolute shambles of this here down my bit. That friendly fire was horrific. And I hold my hands up, my friends. That was entirely my fault. Coming down the slope here. Oh, they've gone. They've shattered, so they've had enough. Finland cleared. Finland cleared, but at expense. My mistake again, so I've got to watch that friendly fire. We lost 606. I wonder what the friendly fire rate with that would be. 182 here. Look at that. Gracias. 24 pounders did excellently there. They really did. Look at the Lancer Guards. 134. Look at that. Look, the cavalry just absolutely took the fight to them. What a wonder that was, sir. They lost almost everything. There were 219 men left. Yes! Through the heart, sir. We've finished them off. We've cleared Finland now. But we've got another... There it is. There it is. We've got to prepare ourselves now for the next fight. Let's get them all back up to full strength here. It really is vital. We took a lot of casualties there. Too many casualties there. What I'm going to do is take this army out here and put this army into here to recuperate. We are going to have possibly a rebellion in here, but we should, once we got the military governor's barracks up and running, we should be fine. Let's go into morale, battle. That's excellent. Now, we're raiding here. We've also got quite the fleets being put together here. We've also got Riga under our control. We've pushed this army group here into position, but look what we've got coming our way. We've got a plethora here of Russian forces probably going to head straight for Riga here to try and dig this out. Council has also called for us to move against St. Petersburg here by an amphibious assault, which we will probably do here, my friends. Got these two sloops here. Now, France, if I'm not mistaken, I was going to check. France is at war with Spain and with Russia. Now, they're allies with Germany. That's a real problem there. That means France might take Germany's side there if we move against them, but we could deal with them at the same time here. We'd have to add some more forces in just to guard against any French raison d'etre, shall we say. Like at war with Poland as well, but Russia's the one they're going to, so they're at war with Russia as well. So it looks, yes, it is there. Look at that. I wonder if they'll, yes, they might take the fight. Oh, good grief! They've got some. Wow, they have got some forces here. This is nothing to be sniffed at all here, my friend. Look at this. France has come back from the absolute brink here. Now, as I was saying, there was a discussion between Adam and Noah, two wonderful council members and indeed generals, of the sort of benefits and the sort of advantages and disadvantages of taking the fight, preempting and having a sort of preemptive strike against Germany. So we have Adam saying that we should really take the fight whilst we're in control of the situation in terms of where we stand at the moment. We have pretty much all the trump cards here, as it were, and the land, the topography, the forces we have at our disposal really are in our favour. On the other hand, there's Noah saying that we should really be focusing upon Russia and leaving Germany alone, and possibly moving against the Ottomans. Now, both council members have definitely suggested we move against the Ottomans here, taking Istanbul in particular, but Istanbul is incredibly well dug in here. Now, if we were to take Istanbul, it opens up the possibility of moving into the sort of the underbelly here of the Russian Empire, particularly the Crimea. Now, last time we were checking, Crimea was very heavily defended indeed, and also there has been a call for us to actually expand our sort of our spying mission into here to see what we've got about. Now, of course, if we move into the Balkans here, we don't know what's here. Now, the Germans could have a massive forces here. We have to check what's there as well. So again, we have to move some spies, some gentlemen into there, check what we've got going on. Spain, of course, is absolutely rampant here. I'm not sure they haven't repaired that, but that's a brutal army. I mean, that's a fight and a half. There are even Spanish Marines in there, which is going to be an absolute menace for us. So we're going to have to reinforce. Also calling for us to reinforce the homeland as well, with additional forces, particularly South America and indeed Florida. But Florida, thankfully, does have almost a full army here. We'll actually put a general in here as well. But the caliber of the guns here is, as you can see, falling way behind, as has this here. So I thought what we will do is we'll start retrofitting the armies we have in the homeland. Now, I know we're not going to commit a huge amount to the homeland here. We've got Cuba again, which is an absolute bastion here of trade. I mean, look at the trade coming out of Cuba. It is huge. What armies have we got here? Again, we have to... only this one here. The rest are 24 pounders. I think what we'll start doing is we'll start retrofitting some of these armies here. And then the forces we don't use in these armies, we will... I think Mexico is definitely going to have to be retrofitted with some... added some additional forces. So what we'll do is we'll start here. What we've got coming in is 76,000 next turn. So I think, what have we got here in terms of... I think we'll get another Cuirassiers. And what else do we have here? We want to be well defended. We've got plenty. I think we'll have one more regiment of 24 pounders and some more line infantry. I get some dragoons. I think we might get some dragoons as well. They're always good. We've also been essentially, of course, putting a wonderful idea that we actually have an army that can move behind the enemy lines of the composers of dragoons and puckle guns, our sort of very fast mobile force, as it were. Now, do we have a force? Of course, we've still got a deal here with the Black Hills Nation, Plains Nation, which is going to be quite a tough fight because they are quite well established and quite dug in there as well. Look at that. Not even upgraded there. What is going on there? That is a scandal. I believe we've got everything else updated and upgraded here. But we are going to start putting together some forces here. We've got the start of it there, so we might start... I think we'll start retrofitting some of these armies. And I'm definitely going to need cannon. That's just the start there. We'll also put from here, from Philadelphia, which really is the backbone of our republic. As you can see, I mean, look at that. Look at this. Look at the city that is. I mean, that is just absolutely a wonder to see. And also here in Boston, it really is. But Philadelphia really is the absolute key. We've got Independence Hall. We've got the Smithsonian here. Fantastic. Could get that eventually, but we've got Britain, who have been a real staunch ally of ours. It's been good to see here. Although they have not really done very much to help us in terms of anything else, but still. And also we've got to start moving and building up our navies a little bit more as well. We've also got this force here. And another army here, but this force is just sat here. There's been a call for us to also move against Naples as well, which I think we might look to do. We could start building some real strong forces here as well. And I think also Baghdad is going to see. I think they're going to move against us here in Baghdad. Look at that! For definite, they'll move that army in against Baghdad, 100%. Now we've got defences already, but they're not the extended, improved fortifications. And of course, we can't, for some reason. Excuse me, in the background, my friends, you might be able to guess whom that might be. We're starting to put together another force here, but it's going to take a while for them to reach. And of course, we cannot, for some reason, which still eludes me, is why we cannot put line infantry at all. The only one we get is African native infantry. I think that's why it's very important. I think the council has recognised that we actually get Istanbul. Will we be able to recruit from here at all? We don't even know. Oh, that's a very strong force they're putting together here. Not even Ankara can put together those forces we need. Line of militia, which is simply for some reason cannot get them the forces we need there. But we do need to take the fight here to the Ottomans as well. We have been tied down far too long with the Ottomans. I think we'll take a fight with the Ottomans here as well. We've got plenty of recruitment going on here as well. Excuse me, noise in the background, my friends. You can probably gather whom that might be. I think what we can do... We've got 3 heavy rate, and we've got the same here, 4 here as well. We really are need to put together, because what we do need to do... Excuse that noise, my friends. You can imagine who that might be. We do need to move our... Sorry about that, my friends. So I think we're going to have to move against the Ottomans quite soon here. We've got a lot of buildings here and us. Even that there's been hit there as well. We've got a lot of these Ottoman forces, but we're going to have to take this fight to this one here. That's still quite a strong force. And as is that, they really have sent a lot here. Nizam as well. Light infantry. Lots of grenadiers. Oh, look at that. Circassian armoured cavalry. That's a brute. Even Pius is even... my goodness me, they are fantastic. We do need quite a lot of things to do here first. Let's just move deeper here into Prussian lands here. And indeed into Russian lands. Let's see what they've got. Ah, look at that, another force there. Will the French stop this sort of movement here of Russian troops? We can move against Vilnius eventually. Let's have a look at what we've got here. Agents, we've got... we need to clear this port here as well, and also start to take... we've got a missionary in here, which we don't need here at all, so we can actually convert this into an economic hub here as well. And we'll also take this gentleman out. He's going to become a proactive spy, as it were. A missionary here and here as well. So again, we'll take that out. We need every single resource we can here. We've got the gentleman in France here. He's going to keep an eye on what's going on here with the Spanish. Lithuania here. We can't go any further, but he's keeping an eye on the movement here of troops. We've got a rig here in Florida, which we need to get this gentleman into European theatre. What do we have here in terms of ships? Do we have any ships here? We don't. So what we're going to do is, we got ships here, but I want to keep these just in case, because at the moment, I move those ships, someone will attack Transylvania. Moving here, Rhineland. We don't need two spies in the region. Well, actually, we probably do. Just keep an eye on what's going on here with the Spanish. Actually, we'll move this gentleman here to keep a closer eye on what's the movement here in and out. Another, oh, look at that! Another one in France here, which we don't need. We don't need two. We don't need three spies in in France here. So we're going to move this gentleman all the way up to here. I think let's move. Let's really get him back home here. Also, council saying about Venice that there are council members saying we should take Venice, and also other council members saying that we shouldn't because it'll be very, very costly for us in terms of the cost to take Venice will probably far exceed what we'll actually gain from it. Although the port here would be a huge boon for us. And we've got another one here in our cup, but we want to keep it. We've got two here. We don't need two here at all, but once we get a fleet into here, we'll pull one back. Actually, let's move up to here to Afghanistan to find out what's going on there. I think we'll end the turn here and see what's going on. We might start to build up towards moving against the Germans here, so we might start moving some of these forces. I think we'll start moving some of these forces up to the border in case we do decide to move against them.
Waiting for your orders. Yes, sir. Any further orders, sir? Your orders? Yes, sir.
Gotta be careful. We got the
Yes.
we've got the river there dividing that there. If we go direct, we'd have to go for this army here. We have to move directly in, take this army out. Oh, look at that! No cavalry, which is going to be a little bit of a menace for us. And they've got plenty of cavalry. And of course, these will take care of that. So we could move these gentlemen. We can't cross anywhere apart from. Is there a crossing? There's no crossing at all. Apart from if we come down here, so we could actually outflank them if we moved through Bosnia.
Yes. March, sir.
Into Osijek.
Forward for crown and country.
And here also. We could even loop around here and attack. We've got that fence off there a lot here, so we'd have to move in these forces here and attack. We've got to replenish and repair that as well there. And also we've got to move against Vilnius, but that's going to be a huge fight. We do need to bring these up to full strength. I think that's what we're going to do for this tournament, friends. Excuse me. We do need to get some more fleets into a full operation here. We are hitting the Mughal Empire. Are we actually hitting? Oh, that's more like it. Look at that. We are absolutely draining them away here. Oh, look at that. The Mughal Empire has taken a huge hit there. That's gone from 10,000 to 3,000. We are absolutely just draining their resources away. Now, not Spain, but we've got a huge amount of money coming in and out of here. We don't have any in Sweden hostile towards us, but that's absolutely fine. If Sweden launch an attack on us, we will obliterate them. We'll take Iceland from them. Let's end the turn, my friends. We won't move against the Ottomans just yet. Let's see what happens. If they move away here, we might be able to push them here and keep a line here. I've got a feeling that the Baghdad will definitely be besieged here very, very quickly. Let's end the turn, my friends. Let's see what happens here. Ah! So we are attacking. We moved against the Ottomans here. I think we'll take this fight. We need to take this. We need to clear these villages here. We've promised to take the villages. I think we need to move against the Ottomans here. What do they have? They've got the mounted Nizam Sedid dragoons, plenty of archers, but they don't have the cavalry that we do. Only 8 there, and these are taking a lot of damage here. They've been hit here pretty hard. So actually we're going to take this fight. We're going to hit them really hard here. Let's teach them a lesson because they've been harassing us. They've been haranguing us for years and years in Ankara here. It is time that we took the fight to them and pushed them away from Ankara and start to really take the fight to them. We need to take Istanbul as well at some stage. That either means not attacking Germany and putting those forces towards an attack on Istanbul, or attacking Germany and then moving down to Istanbul after we've cleared the Balkans of the German forces. Look at the size of this deployment zone. It is huge, and it is a fully open field. There is nowhere to hide here at all. Oh, imagine being able to encamp on there. Imagine having deployment on that top of that hill there. What a defensive place that would be. The topography is relatively some undulating land here, but as you can see, nothing here that's going to really cause any problems in terms of the enemy hiding, and we can't hide either. We've got this slope here. I think what we will do is we'll use the cavalry, the mobility we have, to our advantage. We'll have 2 cuirassiers here on the right. We'll flank around. Where's the demarcation line? Right by here. So we've still got some area here to move within. And again, the same here. We've got some really good artillery support here, some good fire support. Cuirassiers here as well. Where's the demarcation line? All by here. So again, we can swing around on the left and right here and take the fight to the Ottomans. This is the first sort of combat we've done against the Ottomans in a long, long time. Excuse me, my friends. In a long, long time that we've taken the fight here to the Ottomans. Let's just set that fair here. We might even move out against the Ottomans. I think we might send a force out against the Ottomans because we've got plenty of forces here. Let's just... Actually, let's set them really up front and centre here. Actually, what we'll do is we'll put 2 howitzers behind the lines, and we'll set the other in the actual deployment here of our defences. Quicklime is absolutely brutal. It really is. We got more cuirassiers here. I think we'll put them on the right hand flank here. We've got the general set fair here. And I think we'll have this regiment here, right in the vanguard there. Look at that, what a wonder. And we'll put foot artillery here. Especially with that shrapnel shot, that can do huge amount of damage. We'll have the other here. We'll set them back as well once they deploy. Look at that. Perfect, sir. Just forward a little bit there. That's more like it. Then we shall bring the rest of our regiments in and around them here. Perfect. This regiment on the left flank here. Let's just move them a little bit forward. That's more like it. Let's just set them so we can get some cover for this artillery. And now we can close off this line in its entirety, because they still have a very powerful force that can do us a lot of damage if we're not careful. We'll do one more line regiment here. Here. And the rest I think we might move out against the Ottomans. We'll put another regiment here on the left just in case they do move against us in quite in force. We've got a good defensive line here, but the rest here of these 4 regiments, I think we'll use them. Move out against the Ottomans here. A very, very aggressive move here by us to really take the fight to the Ottomans out on the field here. Let's push them hard, sir. Let's end the deployment. Let's do. Oh, look at that. Oh, they're very well spread out here. We haven't got. That's not all of them. That means a lot of them are actually hidden. Let's move quickly and efficiently, because remember they've got a lot of arrowmen here. Look at that. They really are. They have been absolutely decimated here. Something's decimated these forces. Camel gunners here. The Armenian archers as well. So we've got to be careful what we're doing. But we've got to set up quickly and efficiently. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's a wonderful shot, sir. Let's move in quickly and, as I said, efficiently. Look at that. Collapse his flank. Oh no, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Absolutely butchered. This don't stand a chance, sir. Shrapnel shot. Not a chance. Not a chance against such a powerful force, sir. They never stood a chance. They never stood a chance. And why, gentlemen, are you not? Look at this, it's an absolute bloodbath, sir. We've got them, lads. I mean, that is an absolute bloodbath. Nothing short of it, my friends. Nothing short of it. Volley here will put them to the sword. That's an absolute joy to see. Look at that. Absolutely obliterated. Absolutely obliterated. Gentlemen, shatter them, they've shattered. Go on, they've got to break, sir. Yes! Gone. Absolutely eviscerated them there. That was a real fight.
Virtue and valor.
Look at they lost 1,543. Absolutely. Look at that, the cuirassier line infantry, wonderful, sir. Cavalry really has come to the fore in this particular episode, my friends. Look at that. We've got rid of them. We've got rid of them. Barbary States. Genoa. Oh, will the French move against these Russian forces here? Yes, they will indeed, sir. Look at that. They've been pushed back. So they won't be coming along that flank there. So in France is actually protecting our flank there. And they're going to finish them off by the looks of it. That's more like it. Oh, now why are they moving through? Why are they moving through Transylvania here, through the Carpathian Mountains? Are they pushing back further into their Oh, they're trying to cut off that bridge there. Look, our Empire, they're on the move somewhere. Got to keep an eye on what's going on there for definite Afghanistan as well. Ottoman Empire, yeah, of course they're moving against us here now. Looks like they're going to send everything they've got. That's absolutely fine. What will Russia do? Here's the key moment here, my friends. Russia, what will they do? Now they're starting to send even more. No, they're moving troops back into St. Petersburg. Is that because we've captured Finland? And they're moving through here. Here they come. Here they come. They're going to try and relieve that. Oh, you watch the Persians now moving against Baghdad. There it is. There it is. There it is. And that, my friends, is the fight we're going to take next episode, because look at that. They have thrown their finest troops into this battle. Look at the Sapias here. They've brought everything here. The whole raft of what they've got here. Their finest troops are all brought to this battle. It's going to be an absolute brute. We've got to take care of these lancers here. Plenty of guns, lots of musketeers. We've got to hold this. We've got to hold Baghdad. It's our sort of outpost here, and we've upgraded it so much. We've got to hold what they throw at us. But that's going to be the fight for next time, my friends. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, Please keep your comments coming down below, my friends. Your comments have been absolutely wonderful. Thank you all for your wonderful support and advice. It's been a joy to see. It really, really has. And as always, my friends, whatever you're doing, please be safe. But until next time, my friends, bye for now.